This was sent into the channel by FNIRSI, one of their latest products. This is the DST-210 and the DST-210. The 201, I think, is a 1 megahertz oscilloscope, and the 210 is the 10 megahertz version. And I asked for the 10 megahertz version, of course. And it says on the back here, 10 megahertz oscilloscope, multimeter, 10 megahertz, 48 megasamples per second, 3 amp hour battery, 5 volts, 1 amp charger, it's all standard stuff. Yeah, so it comes with, let's see, it comes with multimeter probes. It comes with a oscilloscope probe, and it comes with a BNC to alligator clips, because it's also a waveform generator. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn it on here. Okay, so it does, can you see that? I can't see what I'm doing here on the screen. It does multimeter. It does, oh, that was multimeter mode. Okay, so I don't know how to run it yet. Okay, so anyway, it does signal generator, temperature, oscilloscope, signal generator. Okay, so yeah, so this is the multimeter, and it has a place where it's temperature, which is the room temperature, which is nice. When you're recording measurements, you can also record the temperature that you took them at, which is a good thing. All right. What else do you need to know? USB-C charging. All right. So let's try some things out. Let me rearrange things a bit. Okay, the first fail. The first fail is they don't adhere to the 3/4 of an inch spacing, so you can't use dual banana jacks. So I always hate that. All right, so let's use their actual multimeter probes. Common. All right, so I'm going to be using my precision calibrator here. We'll put in 1 volt. And what do we read? We read 1 volt. And it's very high resolution, right? It's 4.5 digits, so very nice. 2. All right, let's do 10. All right, let's do negatives. -10, -5, -1. All right, so it looks like it's reading volts okay. Let's put in some small ones, 0.1 volt. Oh, very nice. All right, positive. Yeah, so volts are great. Oh, don't have to worry about those. Let's measure some ohms. Let's see here. What is the probe to probe is a 0.29. So you need to subtract 0.29 from all these measurements. So 10.29. So it's like yeah, it's just a little bit over. Here's 100. 1%. There's 1.2%. Yeah, 0.1%. And 10 megohms. Let's see how it does on that. Oh, very nice. Okay, so it does ohms pretty good. It's got continuity. Let's check that. Let's see if it's latched. Nope. Oh. It is latched, but it's not speedy. So it's slow, but it's okay. All right. Diode test. Yeah, let's do a diode test. Where's my diode tester? All right, I've got a board with some diodes on it. Let's put it all on camera here. All right, ground. Here's a Schottky 0.3, and here is a silicon 0.6, a red LED 1.6, and a blue LED 2.58. Nice. Okay, capacitors, hertz. I already showed this one. Temperature, milliamps. You have to, oh, and it tells you need to move your probe over, and amps. Yeah, there we go. They have one here for milliamps and one here for 10 amps. Okay, but I'm sure everybody just wants to see the oscilloscope, so let's go ahead and do that next. Let's remove these, change the mode to oscilloscope. Okay, something to watch. So we have real BNCs, which is nice. I hate those other wacky connectors, so real BNCs. All right, we'll use the key site here as a function generator. So that's 100 kilohertz. Let's go to 1 megahertz. I should have hit the auto button, right? And so maximum, let's go to 10 megahertz. And yeah, drop down a little bit, but we can still zoom in. So there you go. Yeah, it does an honest 10 megahertz. Let's go ahead and back out of this. Let's do a square wave of 10 kilohertz. We'll hit the auto button again, see if it catches this one. Looks pretty nice. Okay, so here's another fail for the oscilloscope. It does have a little overshoot on the rise time. You say, oh, well, because you didn't calibrate your scope probe. I'll tell you, there is adjustment on the probe that you can put in the tweaker and rotate it. It does nothing at all. It doesn't change anything at all. When I put the probe on the key side, I can use that little tool and level it, but it makes no difference at all on this machine. So it doesn't have a true oscilloscope input section. It's more of a voltmeter type thing that acts like an oscilloscope. So anyway, you will always get some type of ringing or something. It's just inherent. And so that's kind of a fail. But it does do its thing. Let's take a look at something more interesting. Let's look at a ramp. Yeah. It's got a little bit of nonlinearity in it, but it's not too bad. But, you know, for a quick look, 10 megahertz is pretty nice. I don't know what the price is for these things, but I think you could get by with it for a lot of things. You can measure things. I have it measuring the voltage, and it's measuring that correctly. Duty cycle 50%, frequency 10 kilohertz, which is correct. So it's measuring things right. You can go in and change if it's ×1 or ×10 and a bunch of other things. So let's see here. You actually can save images. Oops. You can save images, and then you can make the thing act as its thumb drive, and you can download those. What else do you want to know? What else? Let's see. Signal generator. So the last thing is signal generator. There we go. Sync pulse. Increase, decrease. It's off scale. There we go. There's things up here. So we've got Sawtooth, square, and sine wave. Yeah, let's do those. Here's a sine wave. Let's take a look at that. And my probe is not making a good ground. There we go. Now we're in a good ground. Looks like it has a DC offset on it, and my probe's picking up a bunch of noise. So let me lower the bandwidth of my scope. Let's do 20 megahertz. There we go. Yeah. So anyway, sine wave looks pretty nice. It is DC, positive DC, and it does have some steps in it. It's probably 8-bit. Here is a square wave. Oh, looks pretty good. Sawtooth wave. It's not triggering right because of the noise on the edges. Half wave, full wave, steps. Oh, that's nice. I like steps. Those are accurate. They look good. Reverse steps, sine, and it has all the stuff in it, right? It has pretty cool stuff. All right. All right, well, that was a quick look at the FNIRSI DST-210, and like I said, it's available in the 201 if you want to save a little money. You don't need the 10 megahertz oscilloscope. But yeah, it looks pretty nice. A little bit big, but the scopes are, right? The multimeter scopes are. Yeah, I think I like it.